Hi, my dear students. In this session, we discussing about the roles and responsibilities of event manager for different events in an program. See, event manager is a key person, is the essential person in the successful completion of an event because of his importance. We should know about the roles and responsibilities, what type of duties and what type of responsibilities of event manager in the different activities of an event. Among these, so many points and so many factors tells us what is the importance of event manager in different events. Before we step into the points, we should keep in mind event manager is the center person to communicate the information of event to the sponsors. Therefore, he is the person held responsible to communicate each and every data, each and every information, how it will be implemented, how it will be performed, what is the standard task we are going to be assigning to each and every individual person, and then how it will be getting the actual performance. All those things is a person communicating, that is what we call as event manager. Now we are moving on. The first point, select volunteers and form committees. This is the first role and responsibility or the duty of event manager. First, he should divide the entire event activities into the several sub activities and assign or given each activity to committee or the responsible persons, that is what we call as team heads or team chief or team leader. He is also choose an in charge for each committee, that is I am telling the team leader. While selecting members for each committee, he should evaluate the capabilities of each individual. It is very essential to evaluate the capabilities of individual person. Capabilities of individual person is very essentially needed. The skills and capabilities, on the basis of their skills and capabilities and the creative talent, we are selecting those persons to our committee, and this is the responsibility performed by the event manager. See, the first one, select volunteers and form committees, is the responsibility of event manager. Again, I am telling you, the explanation tells us event manager should divide the entire event activities and assigning those activities to the right person and selecting the right capable person to that activity. This is the first responsibility of event manager. And the second responsibility, decide goals and theme. Theme is nothing but what is the basic purpose you are going to be conducting an event. See, the explanation tells us event manager should decide goals and themes for the entire event. Why? Because event manager should plan each and every activity based on the goals of event only. Therefore, this can be happen after structured brainstorming. Brainstorming is nothing but it is a session getting the opinions of each and every expert person. With the team members, each team can come out within the theme for their event. See, the second point tells us it is the most important responsibility of event manager should decide goals and themes of an event. Based on those goals, based on those objectives, they are going to prepare plans and they're going to be design the structure. They're going to be design the structure, whether the organization is formal, whether the organization is informal, each and everything is should be decided because of the organization goals and themes. This is the second responsibility of an event manager. And the third one is research audience. This is very essential responsibility must and should possess by an event manager. Research audience, he should study about the audience before any event objective is decided. A detailed study, research is nothing but study, what we call as study, should be conducted to know the target audience, whether the audience is adult, whether the audience is old age or the children's. See, this is very essential. The target audience is very essential. Should know the nature of target audience, whether the age group, gender, male or female, taste and preferences, their fashions, their religion, and all the things related to the audience. He must and should study. Event manager must and should study the each and everything towards the target audience. Therefore, it is also one of the responsibility of event manager. And the next responsibility is create event names and logo. Event name is essentially needed to create a different event name, and logo must and should design effectively without having any similar nature to another logo. Therefore, in consultation with the various team members and team heads, event manager should give a creative name that will be attracted the audience to the event. Therefore, the name should be synced. The name should be synced with the objectives of the event. See what happens here, any type of event they are conducted, those event name must and should represent the theme or objective of the event. In the next stanza, see they are explaining us a meaningful logo should be developed to convey the theme of the event. To convey the theme of the event means what happens here, what is the basic objective of the event, it is essentially representing the logo and name for the event should be easily remembered by the audience. They must not having the difficulty to pronounce, difficult to remember. All these inconveniences should be avoided, and the name and logo is very easy to pronounce, very easy to understand by the audience for a long time. It is a responsibility of event manager should create the event name and logo. And the next responsibility is choose evaluation methods. It is very essential to choose the evaluation methods for performances. At the time of deciding the theme and objectives for the event manager should decide the evaluation criteria and methods for determining the success rate of the event. It is very essential should know the methods. Why? Because we selecting the method by the observation or in certain situation by collecting the video conferences. Each and every evaluation method is very essential. Why? Because without evaluation methods we can't determine whether the event is success or failure. And the next responsibility is contact potential sponsors. Potential is nothing but capable sponsors. Capable sponsors is very essential to sponsor the finance to an event. The success of any event depends on money collected and how it will be spent in an event. Why? Because without sponsorship money, we can't properly conduct any activity. If any shortage is occurs in an event, there is no finance means what happening? The activity will be brief, or the activity will be synchronized into a small. So what happening in that situation? The activity will be reduced because of scarcity of finance. We are not properly conducting that activity. See, these all inconveniences should be avoided, and the event manager must and should contact this potential sponsor. The potential sponsor is very essential, and he is attracting the audience, and also the present media will be attracted because of the potential sponsors. They are given the idea to select the proper media and press. And the next responsibility is make signs. Make signs is nothing but make signatures. After finalizing the area for each activity, a signature is very essential to place an important places. It is nothing but we accepting the each and everything in an event what the event manager is telling to the sponsors. Those sponsors must and should give their signatures. It is called as a self explanation. We accepting to represent the acceptance, to getting the acceptance, it is very essential make sign to a conspicuous places in the venue. Therefore it is also one of the responsibility of event manager. And the next responsibility is plan publicity campaigns. It is very essential to plan the publicity. Publicity is main intention of an event manager. Without publicity, they can't conduct the event in a successful manner. Why? Because each and every sponsors and organization, their aim is to publicize their product or their organization. Grand success of an event is depend not only by the creativity. So how much of creativity we express in our event, it is not a question. The question is how much publicity it is, how much we are going to be publicized. Each and everything must be publicized, recognized by the audience, remembered by the audience. How much you create the memorable value in the minds of the audience, it is very essential. And those audience who participate in the event, they go outside and they are telling us the event is very impressive for us. Their experience will sharing in the outside means what happens here, the organization and the event good name or the reputation will be increases. This is also one of the responsibility of event manager. And the next responsibility here, contact media. Contact media is nothing but it is very essential to select the media. A right media should represent or should show the right publicity for each and every event. Media selection, it is based on whether the company is planning to publicize the event nationally or locally. In certain cases, it is a local event is nothing but it is local event means locally it will be publicized. Whether it is a national event means media should be selected in national level, and there is different languages also they publicize the event. Therefore, media selection is very essential responsible of event manager. And the next we are moving on. The next responsibility, audition and select performance. Audition. What is meant by audition is nothing but it is a short performance test. It is a short performance test whether the person is suitable for a particular task or not. Why? Because if the company is planning for performance test like dance performance, they placed the auditions. To selecting a heroine, they placed the auditions. To selecting the right person in the music, entertainment, they're going to be conduct the auditions. And in the auditions, whose performance is well, they selected that person and they are confirming this person is capable and having a skills to perform our event. See, this is the auditions and the based on the auditions, they selecting the performed person is suitable for our event. It is also a responsibility of event manager should possess selecting the right person for the right activity. And the next one is schedule rehearsals. Schedule rehearsals is nothing but they frequently planning for the practices. Why? Because once the performance is selected in the audition, it is not a question. See, in certain situation, one person they performing in auditions very well, but after when we come into the practice or when we come into the practical situation, they are not performing well. See what happens then? We don't know. So that purpose, the event management team should instruct each and every teams and team heads. You should practice very well. You should perform very well. You should involve in so much of rehearsals. Why? Because the rehearsals improves the quality of performance of each and every individual person. Therefore, scheduled rehearsals should be placed by the event manager. And the next one is draft menu. A food menu. Food menu should be prepared for the event based on the master schedule prepared for the event. A food menu is very very essential. Why? Because the audience in some local event they are participating the local audience, in some national level event the national level persons are the audience participating in the event. In that situation, a menu is very very essentially needed, whether it is a north dish or it is a south dish or it is any different type of food, they have to be fixed. Each and every menu should be prepared. On this menu they are placed the details regarding the food items. This is also responsibility of event manager. Still we completing the roles and responsibility of event manager. The first one is the select voluntaries and form committees. Second one is decide goals and themes. Third one is research audience. And fourth one is create event names and logo. Next one is choose evaluation methods. And the next one is contact potential sponsors. And the next one is make signs. And the next one is plan publicity campaigns. Next one is contact media. And the next one is audition and select performance. And the next one is schedule rehearsals. And the next one is draft menu. Here next we are moving the responsibility of negotiate with caterers. Negotiate means inquiry, consultation with the caterers. Once the menu is decided or prepared, quotation should be obtained from different caterers. Why? Because caterers they are telling them whether these items we are prepared or not. Why? Because the caterers is completely knowing about the food items, how much of time it requires to prepare, how much of items is required to prepare. Each and everything is knowing by the caterers. The event manager should be consult. Event manager should go and consult the caterers whether our menu is possible to prepare you persons or not. Event manager should negotiate with the caterers for better deals, and quality should not be sacrificed for the cost purpose. Cost is not a question, the quality is the question. See, the each and every audience and the participants, they needed quality food, they needed quality items, Therefore, event manager should not consider the cost. He should consider the quality of the food. While negotiating with the caterers, the event manager team should negotiate for quantity and quality of food. This is also one of the responsibility of event manager. And the next one is choose serving style. Choose serving style is also one of the responsibility of event manager. Whether the self is it in the buffet type, or it is in the traditional type, or it is in a self servicing. So each and every method should be prescribed by the event manager to the caterers. It is also one of the responsibility. And next, shop for supplies. Shop for supplies is nothing but all the required material should be purchased and kept ready for the day. Procurement team procurement team should ensure that each and every items we are purchasing without fail. Why? Because a items is not purchased while the event is running. It will be purchased previously. Why? Because it is very very essential. Shopping also for the materials. They are very well to shop the quality items. It is also responsibility of event manager. And the next one is prepare food. Prepare food also one of the most important responsibility of event manager. Event manager should give the instructions to each and every caterers and food preparing persons to prepare a quality food. And next one is actual execution. It is very very essential activity should be possessed or performed by the event manager in a real day. How much participants are participating and what is their actual performance in the executed day. Without any deviations, they must and should perform the actual, and what they are deciding in the plan must be executed in the present day of the event. And next one is clean up and close. It is also one of the responsibility while running the program. The program venue must and should clear. There is no dilemmas, and they must and should properly planned, and the venue also clean, and each and everything must and should be clearly certified. No any permissions is due. No due certificates should be placed. Each and everything must be clear, and there is no mistakes and there is no deviations. Also the responsibility of event manager. Next one is meet for evaluation. Next one is meet for evaluation. It is a meeting for performance analysis. It is a responsibility of event manager should meet each and every team heads and evaluating and getting the analysis about whether our activities are very well planned, whether our activities are running planned through planned way or to standard way. Each and every questions they are placed in front of the department heads, and they going to get the analysis regarding how the event will be planned successfully, how much it will be success, whether it is a success or failure. Each and every questions they getting the answer in this meeting for evaluation. And the next point we are moving on, send thanking message. It is a customary or desirable to send a thanking message to all those persons who participating, who involved in the event. Because of the grand success of an event, the event manager must and should thankful to each and every person, speakers, public, creative team, registration team, volunteers. All these persons must and should give a thanks to the each and every person by the event manager. This is also a responsibility. And the final one is write and file reports. It is the after or what we called as post event responsibility. After the completion of the event, a brief report should be prepared by the event manager, and those report will be submitted to the media, submitted to the public, submitted to the superiors and the sponsors. It is the essential responsibility of event manager. So these are all what we called as roles and responsibilities of event manager for different events. I hope you are very well understanding these points. Thank you. And now the chapter will completed.